Last week on Shipwrecked. Curse you, John. Petra climbed a tree. Jimmy held a beehive while John revealed his problem with ice cream. Brad wrote a musical whilst Kevin ran at 50 kilometers an hour with the help of his transplanted emu legs before getting mauled in a freak beach dingo incident. The young seagull got less airtime than a fat kid jumping off a shed roof, and the day ended in a huge cave explosion as the boys sat around a fire with Brad saying the words, "Pull my fucking finger." This week, as the smoke clears and the young seagull makes an odd coughing noise, we join the boys outside the cave entrance as the sun rises on another perfect day on the island. Looks like a perfect day on the island.
G'day, Brad.
G'day, John. How are you, mate?
Perfect day on the island. There's never been a perfect day on the island.
Wednesday was alright.
I don't even know what I'm doing. What am I doing?
I don't know what any of you are doing, but I'll read back through the start where it says, "We join the boys outside the cave entrance as the sun rises on another perfect day on the island."
You know.
Pull my finger, he said. Pull my fucking finger. What an idiot.
Why did you pull it then? Jimmy, I specifically told you don't pull his finger. You should have just walked away.
I felt pressured.
Oh, you think you did? I near exploded.
I can't see properly. What's going on? I can't see properly.
Nor could Stevie Wonder, and he ended up writing Superstition.
No. I lost my glasses after the explosion. It was like someone had ripped them off my face after running their fingers through my hair and nose. It was really odd, even the nose. Now everything's a bit blurry. And what's Stevie Wonder writing Superstition got to do with anything?
Well, it just goes to show you shouldn't give up.
Jimmy, what the fuck are you going on about this time? Can you not just give it a rest for one episode? Please.
I'm only saying that just because a black cat crosses your path or you walk underneath a ladder, it doesn't mean you're going to go blind. But if you do, you can always learn piano and write songs and shit. That's all.
That's perhaps the most stupid thing I've heard all week. Well, it's in the top 10 anyway, put it that way.
I thought you said you couldn't see properly.
Jesus.
Jimmy, why are you wearing a pair of glasses?
I found them in the cave after the explosion. I think they belonged to a snowman.
It's caveman.
I found them in the cave after the explosion. I think they could belong to a suck my cock in your said snowman.
So as John's vision is restored to 2020 and the damage of the cave is still unknown, the young seagull wishes he could speak up about things he's seen but is unable, and would be ridiculous to think otherwise, while the men look down the beach towards the scene where part emu, part man Kevin was last seen playing with a feeding dingo. Can you see him there, John?
Nope.
What about now? Can you see him now?
No. I still can't see him.
Oh, Mr. I should have the glasses, can't see him. Then he mustn't be there then. I mean, if we've got our best man on the job with his new optic aids that I found, and he can't even see him.
Jimmy, they're his prescription glasses. He always wears them. He's had them every day since he was on it. He's had them every day since he's been alive. Why do you think they call him Four Eyes?
Hey, is that Kev? Kevin! Because I think... I thought it was Kev, it's just a coconut. Just relax, everyone, it's just a coconut. Your line, Jim.
And what about this novelty souvenir spoon with bits missing from the bowl end I found? I suppose this is his as well.
That's a fork. Where did you even find a fork from?
There I was, on the ground after the explosion. I couldn't see because of the smoke and dust, so I felt around searching for something. Anything! And then I touched it. It was hairy. Like a rat or a horse tail. Or kitten. I remember loudly thinking, "Calm yourself, Jim! Just calm down!" My heart was beating so hard, my hand was shaking in my pocket. There I was.
And you took the glasses off my face, stuck your finger up my nose, left me in there blind, and fucked off. That's what you did, isn't it? Eh?
Did not.
Did so, Tosser.
Did not.
You knobhead.
I get it now. John was the brat. Where was I at?
Tosspot.
Never mind about that, John. What about the fork? The first time you've had a finger shoved up an orifice, anyway.
Ass.
Cuntooks.
What about the fork?
Oh, the fork? I found that by the souvenir stand at the back of the cave.
Souvenir stand at the back of the cave.
Yeah,
You mean there's a souvenir stand in the back of the cave?
that's what I said, wasn't it?
What, in the back of a cave?
Yes, in the back of that cave. Oh, look, there's Kevin.
Where?
Oh, no, it's just a pelican. It's not him. It's not him. It's just a pelican. Sorry to Kevin's family if you're listening. We'll let you know as soon as we hear anything.
Oh, you'll get the family all worked up. So as the boys discussed the souvenir stand at the back of the cave. Hey, Jim, you did say there was a souvenir stand at the back of the cave, didn't you?
Oh, for Christ's sake! Yes!
I was just playing with you. So as all the boys talk about the fork, the beehive and bee stings from the last episode go unmentioned, while a school of fish swim contently, not knowing anything about potatoes, or the fact that they may end up laying next to a cut-up version of one at some stage, if they're not careful. The bees are finally mentioned.
Oh, my face is still a bit itchy from them bee stings yesterday.
Yeah, but you know, if you piss in a cup and
Oh,
then...
look, every time something happens in my life, your remedy is to piss in a fucking cup.
Well, it's not just my remedy, it was me mum's, and she handed it down very carefully, I might add, in a don't have to be a cup, just a container of any description, and she was third generation gypsy woman, so she knew what she was talking about. Just splash it on like brute onto a sting, or you use it for illnesses, and she knew loads more stuff about everything, portable homes, lurches, all that.
What about your dad?
He was a caravan salesman. I've never met him. Him and Mum split up 12 months before I was born.
What?
It's hard to believe, I know. It's pretty sad. They weren't together for very long. Ships in the night.
Did that really happen?
Yeah. It was a. Mum was buying a caravan, and they were during the negotiations. It was in his lunch break, and his boss was strict on time, and he was banging on the caravan, and Dad was I don't want to talk about it.
Christ. You do know a woman is only pregnant for 9 months.
Not true. What about triplets?
What are you talking about? How does that change anything?
It's 3 babies. You do the math.
Fucking hell, Jimmy, it doesn't work like that. It's 9 months each. Oh, fuck me.
This is quality stuff here.
Fucking hell, Jimmy. No.
Relax, mate. 3, 2, 1.
Oh,
And again.
fucking hell, Jimmy, it doesn't work like that. It's not 9 months each.
Well, my big hefty sister had triplets and I'm their uncle. I saw them just after they were born. They looked about 2 years old already.
How long after they're born did you see them?
Not long. About 27 months.
Jesus wept.
So, as gestation periods are worked out by Petra and Jim, John feels a rumble in his tummy, while Brad thinks of a nice slice of pie he once found in the dark, which turned out to be a horseshoe and cracked 4 of his pearly white teeth when he hardly bit down hard. The water coming in and out with the tide wets the sand, giving it a moist look, while above the young seagull hums, "She'll be coming round the mountain," in a deviant tone. John addresses the men.
Is anyone else hungry?
Yeah, am I? We need What are we mumbling for?
I don't even know what I'm doing. What am I doing?
I don't know what you want.
We should eat breakfast. That's what we need. Lift the old spirits. A bit of a honey. Bit of honey would be nice, hey, Jimmy? Where did you put that beehive? You last in the last. Oh fuck! I done it wrong. Jimmy, where did you put the beehive you had last episode?
Oh, I threw it into the rocks where the pig farmer fell. It made my ear all sticky.
Why would it make your ear all sticky?
Because I put it down to pull out the bee stings and I forgot it was there when I was finished. And because my face is so swollen up and my eyes were near shut, I thought the hive was a shell and I put it to my ear to see if I could hear the ocean.
What, and honey went in your ear?
Yeah, so I threw it down into the rocks below.
But you could hear the ocean.
Yeah, that's the strange bit. It was almost like it was there.
And you could still hear the ocean after you threw it into the rocks?
Yeah.
What, and is that when you remembered it was a beehive and not a shell and you were actually standing next to the ocean?
No, that was later.
When you were looking for the hive.
No, when I licked the finger I used to clean my ear.
Fucking hell.
So as the boys eat coconut for breakfast, once again, the young seagull tries to take flight after licking a small frog, but in a hallucinated state he can't take off, though in his tripped-out bird brain he already has, and is now doing loop-the-loop while elephant-shaped clouds shower him with fresh bird seed, blown out of their trunks. Then quicker than you can say Flash Gordon's jumpsuit, Petra springs up from a slumped seated position and says,
Jimmy, where did you put that beehive?
"That's not what you meant to say. Look at your script."
I've just dropped something. A fucking souvenir stand in the back of the cave.
Breathe, Jim, breathe. No need to get excited. Yes! There's a souvenir stand at the back of the fucking cave! For the last time! There's a Hello, fellas? John? Brad? PetraChelli?
As the three men run to the back of the cave, leaving Jimmy to calm down, they find a small, fold-out table covered in souvenirs, including forks, spoons, and island-themed snow globes, all reasonably priced and of sound quality. Jim now rejoins the group, saying the satisfying words, "See, I told you so."
See, I told you so.
I don't know.
Standing still after Jimmy's outburst for a good 3 to 7 silent seconds, which we'll fast forward just for to suit, because we don't want to listen to all that. The men hear some jolly music coming from the tunnel that's been exposed since the cave explosion. They decide to enter, while a single bat swinging upside down from a cave roof opens one eye. They move towards the music. Not the eye. The only open one, so to say, they would be... That's the men that move towards the music.
There's someone down there.
I tell you what, things on this island have definitely just got a little bit more interesting.
What, a man with the legs of an emu getting attacked by a dingo on the beach isn't good enough?
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah, well, you would, Wilson.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah, that told him.
As the boys get to the end of the tunnel, they are truly amazed at what they see in front of them. It's a large opening, complete with a flowing stream like in the 1971 hit movie Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. The place is in full swing with a production of shiny island souvenirs. At first glance, it looks like the singer, Governor, has a work crew of 10 or so Oompa Loompa style workers, but after taking in the situation and looking more closely, they realize it's just one small person and a series of well-placed mirrors. The Governor's song comes to an end. As he sees our castaways have graced his place of work, the mood is tense. The last flakes of fake snow settle in a previously shaken up island-themed snow globe. A single fork is dropped. The work crew of one gasps. A ferret looks alert.
Life goes on. Life goes on. Welcome, friends. I must say, this is a surprise.
Excuse me, sir. Are you Willy Wonka?
No, my name is Gav, but my friends call me Gav. You can take your pick.
Is this stream full of chocolate, Mr. Wonker?
It's not Willy Wonka, Jimmy.
I'm afraid it's not. I wouldn't advise you drink from it. We found a half-dead pig in it the other day.
Oh no! I wonder how that got there. Lads. Hey! I said I wonder how that got there. Lads! Hey!
We've seen it, mate. It's impressive. Just relax.
Look, we're looking for a way off the island, so it's nice to meet you and all that, but do you have a boat or a radio or anything that could help us get the fuck out of here? And why are you making spoons and forks? All these stupid snow globes, I mean, come on. When has it ever snowed on a tropical island?
How do you reckon that went for first impressions?
No, that was alright.
What's a snow globe?
You know, those souvenir things you shake, glass sort of thing, and it's little people usually or trees inside, and you just shake it up and down, and it just looks like it's snowing.
It could be a sandstorm, being an island and all.
No, it's snow. It's part of our Christmas range.
I bet the public's flocking for these things. Fuck me.
As the boys move around the production line, they approach the short worker polishing a spoon. Gav looks proud of his souvenir empire, while Petra looks confused, almost annoyed. In fact, I think he's about to...
How long have you been down here wasting your time doing this shit, then? I can't get my fucking head around it.
You are a visitor in my place of work. Please have some respect, if not for me, than for the years of my work crew.
It's not, you know.
Get inside the character, mate. Come on.
It's not a work crew, Gav. It's a police. Oh, fuck my asshole.
Okay.
It's not a work crew, Gav. It's a police series of mirrors surrounding a single midget. I'm not even sure he's a midget.
Technically, he's not, but it's all we could get.
So we've had a few lean years. I can't afford the staff. Doesn't mean you have to come in here with this tirade, this negativity, this punch to the belly with your opinionated fist of pessimistic and somewhat hurtful words.
Oh, I don't understand what he's saying there.
I know how you feel, mate. They shot me out of the sky with a flaming coconut. That one there stole me fucking glasses. That one there made me sing fucking Dreamweaver. He's the Australian one, by the way. Before he'd even write me back into the script. It's been fucking awful here.
Oh, shut up, John. Every week you bring up that flaming coconut. You're more than happy to be... If you don't like it, piss off. You can swim, can't you? Them bloody ears. Must be good for something.
John, is it? Pleased to meet you, John.
Yes, pleased to meet you, Gav. Nice spoons.
Thank you, John. And what's our friend here's name?
Oh, yeah, that's PetraChelli there, the one with the loose tooth. That's good, isn't it?
Oh, shut up, John.
That's Jimmy over there, and that's me good friend, Brad.
Thanks, John.
PetraChelli. Could I show you something?
Can you show me something? Well, it really depends what it is. If it involves your pants, I'm not interested.
Don't mention anything about his pants.
As long as it's a boat or some type of way out of here, please.
What? It's not a boat. It's a ferret. An angry, scratchy little ferret. I like to call him Mr. Troubles. Would you like to hold Mr. Troubles?
Oh, this is fucking stupid. I hate pets. I got bit on the tit once, so, you know.
I bet you haven't always hated pets. Did you have a pet when you were younger? I bet you did. Hold the ferret.
I did. I had a frog called Steve once.
What happened to Steve, PetraChelli?
He was in my pocket and I sat on him and I didn't realise.
And how did that make you feel?
Yeah, it made me angry. I found him dead like 2 weeks later. Still in my pocket. Stiff. I've still got it. I liked Steve.
I'm sure you did. Hold the ferret. Go on. Hold.
It better not bite me.
The ferret.
It looks like it wants to bite me. Oh, it better not fucking bite me.
Take the ferret, PetraChelli.
He's taken the ferret.
Take it fucking back.
John, he's got hold of the ferret.
Oh, take the fucking thing.
Next
I just noticed that before.
baby's treat.
He's seen Neil Diamond.
And if you pardon me, I'd like to say
I think he likes me.
Forever in blue jeans.
I think Mr. Troubles likes me.
Baby,
Hello?
tonight.
What's your name? Oh, it's Mr. Troubles. I already know.
By the fire, all alone.
What the fuck am I doing with my life?
And just like that, Gav uses the same Neil Diamond song technique on PetraChelli that he used to tame Mr. Troubles all those moons ago. The mood in the cave factory is much better, and Gav, John and Petra talk calmly amongst themselves as Brad and Jimmy now approach the one-man work crew.
And it turned out to be a brilliant little garden setting.
That's a lovely story, John.
Very nice.
There you go, mate.
Hello there.
Alright, me old muckers. Fancy polishing a few spoons while I duck out for a tom tit. Me guts has given me a bit of balmy rubble. You know what I mean?
Pronto, is that you?
Yeah.
Hey, Pronto. What are these chocolates in this basket with the sign that says, "Do not eat the forbidden chocolates in the basket"?
Oh, they're just chocolates.
Hey, mate, what was all that talk about the Tom Tit and Barney Rubble and all that? What's the go with all that?
Oh, it's Gav. He likes me to talk Cockney. Reminds him of the early days in London.
So do you like working here making spoons and all these other island-themed trinkets?
Ah, pays the bills.
What bills?
Not sure. I'm just reading this script you gave me. Oh, Jimmy, you shouldn't have eaten that chocolate. This'll be interesting. What a plonker.
So as Brad stalls the work on the production line by talking to young Pronto, the small Indian lad we introduced last episode, Jimmy sneaks another forbidden chocolate down, not realizing that Gav has been experimenting with the hallucinogenic toxins of the same island frogs the seagull licked in preparation for an end-of-year rave party he's been planning since January. Jimmy starts to knead his face like his dough, whilst winking uncontrollably with his left eye. He starts to dance, then run, then dance, then run, then combines the mixture of both, dancing and running and dancing. Then Gav senses trouble. He senses trouble.
Pronto, did Jimmy eat the forbidden chocolates from the basket that says, "Don't eat the forbidden chocolates in this basket"?
He did, Governor. Silly Burke. Crammed him down his north and south like he was Hank Marvin.
Oh no. What's going to happen to poor Jim?
I'm going to have to say it, mate. I'm sorry, but the new relaxed you, the nice you, is kind of off-putting. Not sure that I like it, to be honest.
Well, that's your opinion, John, and that's perfectly fine with me. You're entitled to one.
What the fuck's up with Jimmy, Gav? He's running around and dancing like a madman.
He's as high as a kite, and right about now should be seeing a strange monkey in a top hat. It's a reaction to the chocolates. I knew I shouldn't have left them out on a bench like that. It happens every single time we get visitors.
Every time? How often do you get visitors down here?
Once.
Once? What? This time? This, us now, here. That's it?
Yes, this time. And it happened this time. So that means it's happened every time I've had visitors so far. Well done, John. We're all on the same page now.
Hey, Petra, you alright, mate?
Fine. I'm just enjoying the day out, company, getting to know Mr.
Oh,
Trouble.
fuck this.
No,
Fucking
John, no!
get out.
No! Mr. Troubles! No! No, John, no! Oh, God, John, no!
Sort that out.
Okay, now. I don't like ferrets, John, to be honest. I don't know why I'm talking to John, he's not here.
That's good shit, isn't it?
While Jimmy now dances his way around the underground spoon, fork and snow globe factory like an absolute maniac in a room of coloured clouds and monkeys, the seagull, dealing with the same freak out on the outside, would sympathise if it could get its shit together to do so, but like Jim, it can't. While back inside, John decides he'd like the old PetraChelli back and thinks the right thing to do is kill Mr. Troubles, aka Steve II, and ban any further singing of Neil Diamond classics for the foreseeable future by Gav, or anybody else for that matter. Petra watches John jump up and down on the ferret and up and down again and up and down on the ferret in pretty quick succession, and things return to normal. It's never been normal, but as normal as it can get, it returns to that.
What the fuck is Jimmy doing now? Christ, why do we have to take him everywhere?
7 years bad luck! Sorry, Gav. Move, monkey! Move! Out of the road! 14 years! Monkey's fault! Monkey, do it! Do it, monkey!
Jesus fucking
Will you
wait.
tell this monkey to leave me
PetraChelli,
alone?
please don't swear in front of my workers.
It's one fucking person, Gav. Drop the S for Christ's sake.
Cover up your ears, Pronto. No, not you blokes.
Can't hear you, Gav. You told us to cover our ears. Can't hear you, Gav. You told us to cover our ears, Gav. Can't hear you.
Uncover your... That's better. I said cover up your ears, Pronto.
Why do we have to keep covering our ears, Gav?
For fuck. Imagine being stuck on this island with this lot. Uncover your ears. I'm talking to the boy.
Oh, law fella, what you make of all this?
Yeah, it's a bit odd, Adam and Eve. Bunch of wallies. If it weren't for the bees and honey, I'd be off like a shot.
Pronto, you can knock off now. Good lad. Off you go.
Is this the end of the acting then? Will I be back making sneakers from now on?
Don't be silly. Run along now.
Jimmy's calmed down.
Gav, have you ever sold any of this stuff you're making?
No. No, to be perfectly honest, they're just one-off props used for this episode. There's no market for souvenirs here. Apart from one other, we're the only ones on the island. I did have a small coconut stall before this gig came along, though.
Oh, aye? You do any good with that?
Well, strangely enough, I sold 53 coconuts to a South African boar farmer who lives just up the jungle there. But I haven't seen him around for days, and now I've heard some bird killed his boars. So young Pronto let his pet Dingo off the chain to take care of the situation. Anyway, like to say, it's the circle of life. Hakuna Matata.
Exactly, mate. People in glass houses shouldn't throw stones.
No, that proverb doesn't really fit in there, to be honest.
When in Rome?
Still not. Nope.
Oh, Jesus, wept.
Probably more apt.
Will you tell this monkey to leave me alone? Huh?
Oh, yeah.
Look at him dance! Look at him dance!
Chocolate? Anyone?
Will you tell this
Petra?
monkey to leave
Aye. Aye, go on then, cheers.
John?
Oh, cheers, mate.
Brad?
No, mate, I don't want one, thanks, Gav. I don't
Have you
use...
always been a dull cunt at parties?
No, I mean, I used to go out...
I bet you enjoyed yourself. You had a great time.
Yeah, well, it was all right.
Take the chocolate, Brad. Take the chocolate.
Okay.
Sing with me, John. Dreamweaver, I believe I can get me through the night.
Oh, Dreamweaver, I believe we can reach the morning light.
These chocolates are fucking unreal.
This monkey tastes delicious! Never had such good monkey! Whee! Monkeys!
So as the island day comes to an end, the boys eat the hallucinogenic laced chocolates, and Gav's planned end of year party cranks up 3 months early while the young seagull somehow makes his way in to join the party. 3 more monkeys are spotted during the next 24 hours, and at one point, John Wilson claims he was served a dry martini by Sean Connery, while PetraChelli was seen stuffing Mr. Troubles into his back pocket for safekeeping, while Brad swears he's heard an emu man dash past in the darkness.
Kevin?
Next week on Shipwrecked. It's hard to say how long this party will last. I guess it depends on how many chocolates they end up with. Oh my god, is that a monkey playing banjo?
Oh well, looks like we've just lost the narrator. Hang on, I'll just find it on the script here. Here we go. Just make sure you pop back next week for another exciting episode of Shipwrecked. I better be making some serious punts out of this.
Alright, that's it done. Shipwrecked episode 10. In the can. Here. Listen to this. He's Chinese, isn't he?